Okay, so today we have two deck profiles. We have PACMAN and Chaos Soul, I guess could be called. So let's dive into PACMAN. Start off strong, obviously. Camely Boy. We'll have these bad boys. Flip Pop. Amazing. The exact same card with less attack or less defense. Yeah. These two little bastards just chip away at you every turn. We have two Magician of Faith. Yeah, you have some broken like Mystic Mind type spells or just Floodgate type spells if you don't play modern. We've got this because sometimes you need to get rid of like BLS, Thousand Eye District. We have this, best card in the game, and bit of spice. We've got just Cyberjar. I like throwing in this in a lot of decks that people don't tend to play it in, and I like it in this one because obviously you've got loads of stuff. Like if you get like two of these or two of or like one of the other one that does the same thing, like that's a pop 2 on your next turn, like potentially a +2. So depending where you're on card advantage. Now we've got the fun stuff, the Floodgates. We've got Triple Messenger apiece. I'll just go over the other spells as well whilst we're here. So you've got the staples, the Trinity obviously from Goat format. You've got this stable added from Sheba. You have more Floodgates, level limit area B, proxy 1 because I don't know why it is, it drove us to the point of losing me shit. So we have Mystical Space Typhoon, Premature Bear. You don't run, going back to Spawn Trap Destruction, we don't run Heavy Storm because it destroys our own Floodgates, and we run a bunch of other traps as well. Like I just don't think it's going to be. You could maybe still side it, but Snatch Steel, obviously. 3 of these bad boys. This says you can't attack also. This also says you can't attack. Ring Stable. This deck does run Call the Haunted, because getting back one of your little guys, flipping it, is great. Torrential Tribute, you could probably drop this, but I feel like it's too strong not to run. Even in a deck like this, you've got Mirror Force, obviously. Solemn Judgment at 1 on Sheba, still worth running, in my opinion. Trap Dust Shoot, get rid of whatever out your opponent has to your weird little stun and burn and pop strat. And 1 Bottomless, because there's a lot of decks in Sheba that fucks over. So there's no extra deck because there's no tuners, which is spoiler alert. The same with this deck. This deck is, as I say, called Soul Control. And let's see what we're saying. So we've got this guy, obviously Chaos. We run a Light Swan package in the form of Eren. If this attacks like a giant rat or Sheba or Spirit Reaper, shuffles it back. DD Assailant as well. Dope. This attacks over near enough every level 4 except Wolf, which doesn't really count as level 4 because you kind of normal summon it. Lila, obviously broken. Raiko, obviously broken. You have 2 Magician of Faith. You can run this at 3 if you want because you've got Light Swans in there to turbo your spells into the grave, and also minimise the chance of you milling all of your Magician of Faiths, which does suck. 2 Magical Merchant, just a good card to get Lights and Darks in the grave, and hopefully like Sinister Serpent, again that's another spell, but never mind. We've got triple Thunder Dragon, which you'll see why we run later. We have DD Warrior Lady, broken. Again, like it's a Sheba counter, it's a Reaper counter. Like I'm guessing you know what Daily Warrior Lady does, but the mint Sun Gun, breaker, 2 Dekoichi. Not much to say really, just a decent card, added draw power. Can potentially beat over certain stuff. You have Jinzo in this deck, and you'll see why. You have Kais, very good. You have Sinister Serpent, and Tribe to discard him. You have best card in the game, you have the second best card in the game. You have this Shiny Bow. This card destruction, and this is one of the reasons you run Thunder Dragon, and obviously Sinister Serpent helps. This is the other reason you run Thunder Dragon. This deck runs triple Soul Exchange because I think this card is fucking amazing and worth building a deck around at 3. Especially in Sheba form, because you've got like Caius now, which is just an amazing tribute summon. Pot of Greed, Graceful Duo. This deck does run Heavy Storm and MST. Stable, not stable, but in a Lights one, with a Lights one engine, stable. And now onto the traps, which is just these 2 bar boys. So what you can do with these is obviously game 1 set them the MST or whatever, Lila, whatever you draw one, and it's not much lost. And then in games 2 and 3 you can like side into traps if you want to, and these are an easy side out. So you can like because you don't need traps in this format, not with all these insane monsters. So yeah, that's the 2 deck profiles that I have for you today, and hopefully I'm going to be able to get a duel going with my roommate, but we'll see. Right, thanks very much for watching. Ta-da!